What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tammy Talks. I'm Tammy. We are here to talk Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 12. Is there someone else? Before we get started, please go ahead and if you are back for yet another week, make sure you hit the subscribe button, thumbs up the video, leave some comments. The conversation is always good in the comment section. And let's get right into Bao and Johnny. Now, I was gonna actually do just one video this week. Um, I wasn't gonna separate the couples, but so much happened. I mean, look at all these notes I have for Bao and Johnny. They ruined my plan. So Bao and Johnny. The episode starts off with them cooking together. They're making some type of pasta dish. Bao was using a pressure cooker, but she was stirring the entire time. And I'm like, girl, let the pressure cooker pressure cook. Ain't that what they do? They're having little banter back and forth. They're just kind of talking. And Bao says that she has a sex toy drawer, or a happy drawer, as she called it. And to me, it just seems like the only thing that they have in common is sex. The only time Johnny is the only time Johnny is actually happy when they're talking is when they're talking about sex, or when it's like some sexual innuendo or sexual references. Otherwise, he's like just not happy. Like that's literally the only thing they have in common. So then they sit down to dinner, and I even said on Twitter, let's just wait for Johnny to ruin a dinner, because he ruins every dinner. He ruins every dinner they have. So Johnny asks Bao, how does she feel that she's doing in the relationship? And she said that she feels like she's giving 100%. He scoffs and then laughs and said, well, if you're doing 100%, then I'm doing 150. And I said, oh yeah? Oh yeah, Jonathan? Don't do that. Don't do that, Johnny. So he said he wants Bao to initiate more things, and initiate more things with him. He mentioned like she goes to yoga. He wants to be invited. She goes and does something like just anything, shopping, whatever. He wants to be invited. He wants her to suggest they go to coffee. He wants her to suggest that, they wake up and go for a walk. He wants her to plan out dates. He wants her. And it's like Johnny's acting like a bitch. And I hate to do like these stereotypes where with men and women, but it's like damn, Johnny wants to be the woman in this relationship. He wants to be romanced. He wants to be wine and dine. And I really want to know, who does Johnny think he is to demand that? You know what I mean? Because let's be real, women get courted, right? As a woman, I get courted. It's not that you expect for that to happen. That's what happens. You get courted. So for Bao, I get that there's an adjustment period where you don't have to be courted because we are already together. And like it is so frustrating watching their scenes. But it's like Johnny has this image of himself that he is just way up here, and he views Bao as lower than him and beneath him, and it's almost like he wants Bao to grovel at his fucking feet every episode, and it is so jarring and annoying to watch. Bao, where is your dignity? Pick it up off the floor. My God. So they're talking, and Bao kind of tells him, like, what do you mean I'm not doing anything? I cook, I do meal prep for us, I clean up around the house, I do this, I do that. And he gets mad and he wanted to say that's the type of shit you're supposed to be doing. But he caught himself and was like, well, I. And so she was like, what are you mad for? What are you mad about, Johnny? So he gets mad, and then, because Johnny has a fucking temper problem too, he gets mad, he gets up, he walks out of he gets mad, he walks out of the kitchen where they are, and then he goes in the bedroom, and while Bao was doing her confessional, just kind of like, Bao was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand why he doesn't feel like I'm doing, you know, what I should be, why he doesn't appreciate what I'm doing. Meanwhile, he's back there going Hulk Hogan in the bedroom. And it's like, get it the fuck together, Johnny. This is why your daddy didn't want you to get married. This is why Johnny's father had hindsight, because this is why Johnny's father was saying he wasn't ready to get married, why he shouldn't have gotten married. This is fucking ridiculous. We are on episode 12. I am so sick of Johnny nitpicking at Bao over every damn thing. This literally happens every episode. It's the same fight. You want to be romanced. Write down a list of shit you want Bao to do that's good enough for you and give it to her. This is stupid. Absolutely stupid. So then Johnny comes out and he whispers that he hates when they fight like this because it just makes him think they're not compatible. But damn it, y'all aren't. Y'all aren't compatible. Y'all aren't compatible. Be done with it. So then we see the next day, Bao was saying that Johnny did not, he didn't stay there that night. He went home. We saw him walk out with his house shoes on in the hallway, and I was like, oh, now you gotta get a new pair. But he walked out, and I guess when he walked out, he went home. The next morning, Bao is saying how she's supposed to be going with him to like a barbecue at his, or a crawfish boil at his family's house, and she's sitting there trying to memorize his family members' damn names. Meanwhile, Johnny is at his house already knowing that he don't want her to come, and probably already planned to not invite her, or not let her know the address or whatever. And I'm like, oh God, it's so much. So Johnny goes and he's sitting out with his parents and his aunts and his uncles and cousins and stuff. And they're like, where's Bao? Because it's weird. Where's Bao? Unless she's at work, why isn't she here? And he's basically like, I didn't want her to come. I knew they weren't going I knew she wasn't going to come to that thing anyways. I knew it. So he's saying that he didn't want her to come, and he's listing all these things that she does. And he's complaining and nitpicking, and his family, like his parents, weren't going. They were like, oh, okay, so, but like, you're only listing the stuff that you think that she's doing wrong. What are you doing wrong? And then we see Johnny again getting mad because his family is calling him out on his bullshit. You know what I mean? His family wasn't. Johnny expected his family to like be on his side, complete with this, while he is like sitting there talking mad cash shit about this woman that's not even there to defend herself. So one, that's tacky. Two, you're talking about your wife to your family. You never talk about your spouse, your significant other, your girlfriend, boyfriend, to your family, because when y'all make up, your family is still mad. But his family wouldn't go, and I think it's because they know how flawed Johnny's ass be. So his he's talking to his aunt, and he tells his aunt that the more he knows about her, the less he likes of her, and that Bao isn't meeting his expectations, because he has a list of expectations. And his aunt was like, I mean, hell, are you meeting her expectations? Like, what? Why? You guys are still learning. You're still getting to know each other. You're still learning about each other, learning what each other's likes and dislikes are, learning, what is gonna make, like, learning each other's communication styles and stuff like that. And it's like, Johnny, this is just, it is so. I am at the point where I want to mute every single scene that Johnny is in, because he is bitching about the same thing every week. This is ridiculous. So then we see Bao. They cut to her. She's sitting at the house and said that Johnny called her and told her he didn't want her to come. But yet she's still meal prepping for them. I don't like meal prepping. I'm not going to eat the same thing every day for a week. Nonetheless, she is meal prepping for them. And then I guess when his family was like, what is Bao doing? He said she's probably sitting at home in bed texting. No, she's cooking and cleaning for you right now. But that's not enough for you. Because those are things that Johnny feels that she should be doing anyways. She should be cooking. She should be cleaning. She should be washing his clothes. That's what he feels. So in his eyes, it's like, who cares about what you're doing? Like, that's not going above and beyond. You should be doing that type of ish for me anyways. That's how Johnny feels about it. So we see them meet with Pastor Cal. Pastor Cal is fed up. You hear me? For one, he took the car in his car, which means that he didn't plan on working. He was out running an errand. But I feel like there's a problem with the lack of experts this season. Y'all are really letting these people navigate through this and argue and fuss and fight and just it is crazy the lack of support that they're actually getting this season. It's almost baffling to me, to be real, because the experts should have stepped in like numerous times before this. So Pastor Cal asks Johnny, why is he sad? And this is how you know Pastor Cal is not for the shits. He got right to it. What's wrong, Johnny? What's wrong? That's the vibe Pastor Cal had. Um Johnny said he feels like he's married to someone that isn't right for him. He said he does not like Bao because she's not genuine. He wishes that he could be matched and married with literally anyone else. He said that he does not like Bao because she's not genuine. He feels like he's married to someone that is not right for him, and he wishes he was married to literally anyone else. I repeated that. I didn't glitch because I wanted y'all to hear again for now the third time because Johnny said it. Wow, what a thing to say. And Bow was sitting right here. It's not like he's doing this in a one on one. You're saying all this in front of her, and she's just because she didn't know. She didn't know. So Pastor Cal just kind of told Johnny like one that's mean, and I want to know, Pastor Cal, where was you? Where was this forwardness of you calling people mean when Chris was dogging Paige last season? Okay, okay. That ass got some phone calls and some emails and stuff about how y'all behaved and handled that situation. But so then he asked Johnny, he's like, is there somebody else? Because he said in all his years of doing this, he knows when someone else is splitting time and splitting emotions and stuff like that. And Johnny like kept refusing to answer the question. Now I don't know if that was editing or if he was really like playing like that in the session. But he like Bao kept saying, you're not answering the question. And Pastor Cal was like, yeah, you're not answering the question. Because Pastor Cal was on his way to the grocery store and he didn't have time for this foolishness with y'all. So Johnny finally says no, and then again, it's just like he just feels that he has expectations in what he wants in a woman, and Bao was not standing up to that. And Pastor Cal told him, whoever you are envisioning and expecting in a woman, throw that heifer out, delete her, get rid of her, because that person does not exist. You have a very capable woman here that, we matched you with that's compatible and all this other stuff because we feel that, this is closely matched to what you asked for. And again, this is another reason why they need to start taking these people and giving them exactly what they want. Johnny has told y'all that he wanted somebody that likes him more than he likes them. Johnny has told them that he wants somebody that's super affectionate. Johnny has told them that he wants somebody who is going to be super touchy-feely. Y'all gave him the complete opposite of that, and I don't understand why. Because now we have a situation like this where Bao is getting her feelings fucking hurt right in front of her because he had no regard. And like she just has to sit there and then she's crying tears of happiness because she has not been appreciated this entire time until Pastor Cal tells her that she's a very capable woman. Ridiculous. So Johnny and Bao, Johnny turns to her and tells her that he is willing to work on things with her and he wants to give the relationship a chance and he's gonna stop all this self-sabotage. And I'm like, this is bullshit. He's doing it because Pastor Cal was there. He doesn't mean any of it. He doesn't mean a thing that he said. Later we see them in bed and again, they're talking about how they're learning to understand one each other. They need to learn how to communicate more with each other. Bao said that she feels that she's being criticized and critiqued constantly, which she is, and that Johnny just does not understand what is trying for her and Johnny, for whatever reason, feels that he's doing like so much. Is it a bad edit? I would really like to know. They honestly need to treat Married at First Sight like Big Brother and have a live feed. That's what they need to do, because it's some stuff that we're not seeing, we're not getting the entire scope of it, and it is who Johnny. So then we see they end up going to bed. But on next week's episode, in the preview, Johnny tells Bao that he has just never been attracted to her, and it doesn't matter if they've been dating for 50 years, he don't like her. Pick up your dignity, Bao, and get the hell on. I'm Tammy. That has been my recap. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Tammy Talks on there. I live tweet every week. Thumbs up the video. Leave some comments below, and I will check y'all in the next video. Or next week if you're only watching for Bao and Johnny. Peace.